Hi. So, how I woke up this morning, and let's see how I could have myself appear better presentable. So, over the years, it's been such a challenge to, it's not always possible to go find the same person who would who is familiar with my haircut. And ever since the lockdown happened, the hair cuttery at the DuPont Circle closed, which is, in my opinion, clothing, haircuts, these two things are something that we're gonna need to be doing, or in like as long as I live. So what's the point of it's just haircut and covering my body? So how many pieces of clothing have I lost? So yeah, I tend to go super cheap. For accessories, I'm happy to splurge, because these are accessories. It's like one or two things. I was not born a billionaire, or yeah. So this thing I'm wearing, it's like 10, $12. Definitely less than 20. Some cotton, and something fashionable to feel good while at home. Yeah, or else or I feel like a slob. So, I thought I'd be discussing about the changes that happened over the years in making up my flaws in appearance. So I should probably start with this. I don't know. Like every time there's a snowstorm, people constantly complain about, oh, there's a snowstorm. I'm like, what? Haven't you seen snow? Like, haven't you learned to navigate life through snow? Or I don't know. Yes, I mean, unless you skid into someone else's vehicle, that's not a happy thing. But other than that, there are emergencies, there are necessities. Like, for example, like when I had my first job in my teen years, it was like just like even in the snow days, like in the mornings, I would have to walk to the place because it's like within walking distance, and I would walk back. Sometimes my aunt would pick me up, even though I didn't mind. I was like 17, so I guess I had all the strength and courage to it was nothing, but sometimes some people would just like, no, it's just heavy snow. I'm like, you old people. But nah, I feel kind of there. But if there's a necessity, I don't feel like so I guess from having that, like experiencing that in the growing years, I don't know. Like, unless you lose power, that's bad. No, that's super bad. Like, you do not want to lose power. But unless that's the only challenge, since I am discussing it when it's like snow out. But yeah. Yeah, if power was lost, that's bad. Now that I can bear to see people whine about. That's a whining. That's like a necessity. Like you cannot go cold. And yeah, under those circumstances, you do not want to find yourself in a single family home. You wish you're in a townhouse, so there's like heat from your left and right units. Yeah. So first clearing up some dead cells with it's like a very basic like $10 toner. So cleaning up. Oh yeah, so over the years, what changes happened? I started using reusable wipes instead of, buying cotton, balls or the wipes. That happened. See, we make changes with new and better information, or changes in habits. So yeah, like dry skin runs in my family, so this much work and like clean up my dead cells, that's like half the job done for me. And beautiful people, like makeup means making up the flaws. So yeah, beautiful people. All you probably need to do is just do your hair and choose your clothing. I'm really keeping myself from talking about anything depressing. So yeah, if I'm making pauses, that means just I'm keeping self from mentioning anything negative or not negative, like unpleasant. Yeah. So let me just toss it on the ground so that's out of the way. This is, let me just put this out of the way. Okay, so that's done. So the next change I made is that I think in the past I did use glass containers, but these days it's really hard with like with the openings and stuff. What it used to be, what was it? This used to be a salad dressing bottle or container, but now I have I've made my body lotion for well over like 15 years. So anything that's good for my skin gets discontinued. I'm so special. Like they don't even sell much. So probably they roll out something new and it doesn't sell much, and then it gets discontinued. So Dove used to have this night cream and night body lotion. Yeah, they had to get discontinued. So after that, how old was I? I was like 24 when that happened. No, I was 19 or 20. I was 20 when that happened. So that was like 18, let's say 18 years, 19 years, less than 20 years ago. Oh wow, when we say 20 years, like 20 years is a very long time, right? Like people born then are undergrads now. Oh. So my homemade remedies contain. So I used to read, like, you know, like hyaluronic acid, um this oil, that oil, vitamin E oil. So I pretty much order everything or pick up things from Whole Foods, or hyaluronic I order from Walmart. Um, then vitamin E oil I pick up from Whole Foods, and then this generic, you know, if you mix oil with a gel, it turns into this form, like, of lotion, like the market grade lotion. Although it feels a lot denser. uh, Market grade is a lot lighter in volume, or in, like, a lot, not elasticity. Yeah. Yeah. So this one has, I wish I could show you the bottles. They're probably in my bathroom cabinet. So I use, well, some sort of, I think this one has orange in it. I can't smell, but I probably, if not cedar, then orange. Yeah, one or these two. Of essential oil, vitamin E, hyaluronic, and aloe vera gel. So, you know, I'm choosing all the antioxidants, you know, given the aging skin. Also, it's always ideal to nourish skin from inside. Although that's like a supremely slow process, but, you know, appearance, it's it's a quick fix. But, you know, that's not gonna help when I'm 60, if I live that long. Let's say 50, I can think that far now. Since I'm nearing 40, I can think 10 years ahead. So let's say, when, you know, if I don't focus on what I eat, like in my diet, I try to, because blueberries, you know, fruits, these are like, you know, they're not always sweet. If they were like 100% of the time sweet things, but I would have to, you know, get creative with the intake of blueberries. They're like the highest, like artichoke, they have the highest concentration of antioxidants. So I never hear men talking about, but for me, like, when the face, yeah, I mean, these days, like, I don't know if men notice this, but in Pleasant City, yeah, maybe, I hope they do care for their facial appearance. It's at times it's unappetizing. Like, people I see, I never noticed anything wrong, appearance wise, years back, and then all of a sudden they're like, you know, no, that's not appealing to me. But, you know, if you don't worry about how you appear to me, you know, ignore it by all means. So I use toner to clean up my skin, and I used my homemade mixture to moisturize. And after moisturizing, I need to, because of, you know, like the thickness of this mixture, I need to, because, like, after this I feel like I had a facial. Like, it feels nice. I do not want to lose this feeling for minimum of a few minutes, because you know, using other external products, it just takes away the nice positive feel. So let me just soak in it for a few minutes. Oh yeah, I started out with talking about the hair cuttery, right? Like, then I see. So These days sort of trimming my hair at home. So when I have streaks, I don't even know what how much of the length of the streaks I'm losing, but that's not a priority. When you know, I'll get color or partial highlights. Well, I still have some, so they're good. I think it's been quite a while. So if they're still there, I'm happy with it. You know, I'm not anal about my probably if fashion models need to be anal about those things, but you know, I'm just a regular person. Yeah, so I am enjoying this feel. Yeah, and Epsom baths anytime possible. You know, it's supposed to heal my skin, yours too, and detox definitely. Yeah, I recently had my Epsom bath within the past week. Yeah, so see, even after all that work, if you edit, like if you screenshot and edit, you'll be able to see the dead skin. That's just it. Did I ever mention that my grandfather had his pacemaker surgery rescheduled because when the surgeons opened him up, I was like, yeah, you're not operating on that level of dry skin. That's how bad the nature of I heard from my parents that like my dad, he had beautiful skin. My younger brother inherited that. My older brother, me, mom, we take after mom. Yeah, so I heard that butters were warranted to rectify whatever, like in my granddad's growing years. So you know how I feel now. Like I'm since I was going to discuss about using makeup, I do not plan on stepping out today, but if I end up doing that, it'll probably be like later in the day. Yeah. See, I could just stay home just feeling this way. Like, using makeup would just, excuse me, ruin my mood, this good mood. Yeah. So, see, when I'm pausing this way, I'm really trying not to talk about anything unpleasant. This lip gloss, you know, like Almay. These are like the store grade, like clean brands. But you know, I'm also using these, like the packaging, to use my but like my homemade products. But so far, I'm not enjoying the lip products. They're just not getting there. Like I used pigments. I ordered pigments. Then pretty much the basic process for the body lotion. Like the body feels good, but the lip product isn't just not. It's just not getting there. So I end up just getting those $5-10 things and hoping I'll end up getting there with my lip product. So, and recently, see, after traveling, when did I ever first travel somewhere? Maybe as a few-year-old kid. I don't remember. let's say 3-4 years. Well, I used to be someone else's responsibility then. Let's say as a person, a traveler responsible for myself. 28 years of traveling. Never have I ever lost luggage. Recently, for the first ever time, I lost my luggage, and I each time I have passed through the same point, I've inquired about it. They have not found it. But what I miss is this, my memories with my little tiny thing, and a few favorite things, and losing things worth a few hundred hurts. It's unpleasant. And with them were a few favorite pieces of my makeup. So I'll be lacking those today in this post. So this was my homemade product, lip product. Let's see. Then this is out almost. I found this see again, the Bite brand. It's supposed to be clean. I found this in the sale section of Anthropology for $10. That was yeah, it's usually 30 something. I don't know if I'll be using red now. Nope. I wonder where my rest of the things are. Ooh, let me get them. Yep, I have them here, so bear with me as I unpack. Okay, now let's get something. Shit, things never go in there, so I never noticed that there was a little space. See, I'm at a point with my products where I could probably just leave home with just a lip something and something mundane, because I'm feeling super nice now. But for the sake of this post today about the changes that have come along in my making up rituals, so I got this trial size milk. See, I loved the milk rally. They used to come in a jumbo size, and the last time I lost it, they used to be like $30, $32 maybe. I loved it. Every time I stepped out, I'd just go, I'd feel super. That was just good enough making out for myself. But now they come in this tiny size, and they're $24 each, and that's not happy. So this I've tried the glow primer in my whole face, and just learned that that's just it makes me look with the level of pigmentation I have, it's just, so I'm just sticking to my eye area to allow it to act as a product to help with the dark. Well, I don't really have dark circles. It's how thin my skin is. So I am going to just use it to, you know, help with, because it has a golden pigment, so it will probably just get a little closer to the rest of my face. So done. Yeah, you see, I lost the regular size of my primer, so I'm just gonna use this thing, even though it's supposed to be my like emergency dosage. It's just a tiny thing. Yeah. So far it's nice, but I did, oh yeah, I am nowadays, I'm in love with this flower brand mousse. That piece I lost with my luggage, and then I ordered another one. It shows on the app that it's still like it doesn't say it's delivered, but I don't understand like why. I mean, I do understand why, but I have no proof, so I'll maintain silence on it. According to the delivery update, it's not there, though it's been a few months. But that's not, oh, well, I guess when I'm talking, yeah. Let me just incorporate that into the message here today. Yeah, my order isn't there in a few months. I hope someone feels a winner. Yeah, done. See, each layer I'm adding to my first two steps of toning and moisturizing. I'm adding these layers. I feel, yeah, for me today, this morning, it was unnecessary, but I think I've stated that a few times. Yeah. So my trouble parts of my face is nose and under eye. The rest I'm happy with. I don't know how a second or a third party feels. So I just use like layers to cover up my trouble parts. So yeah, I guess this one major change in my makeup regimen is that I am trying my best to use 100% of clean products. I mean, what's the logic in spending my money to inject harmful matters into my bloodstream that's damaging me? I wonder if I should place my camera on here. Jeez. The hairband isn't quite staying put. So yeah, so foundation usually goes all over the face, but I'm just using foundation to cover up my under eye, nose, and see, I do not have mustache, but because of the thin depth of my skin, my vein comes off as a mustache line. It's actually my vein. Like, can you see? Like, you can see my veins. Yeah, my veins are visible. So that kind of, looks like a mustache line. It's not. Yeah, if it was like a hot day, I would probably cover up my forehead too. No, not today. And this Ilia, I'm actually out. It was like a $30-some. I loved it. So I'll probably, oops. Mix it in with the foundation to add layers to my under eye. I wish it would, for some reason, as like my, like as, so, see, these layers of products are going to keep the heat inside, and as they would like try to release through the open pores, my eyes would water. Like, all this work would just go in vain as soon as I water up. Let my eyes water up. Yeah. See, no, that's better, but you probably don't have the right lighting yet. Without you'll get to see the end product of this work. See, I'm missing my mousse now. That's the Drew Barrymore's flower product. I've tried different products, but none of them actually, like, I've tried the finishing powder, and neither one of them actually worked for me. So I'll probably use the package for something else. So I'm just hanging on to them. Oh yeah, I forgot. This wasn't included in the lost luggage, so I had primer. So I could have just skipped on the little one and just save it for emergency use. But yeah, I'll take it out. What's next? I'll be very sad as soon as this dose runs out, and I would have to, like, milk dear, please return my big size thing. See, I love this color because it just feels like I could never go too dark with the shade. Because even if it did, it would just neutralize. With the next layer of product. Yep. And oh, I'm out of the finishing powder, so it was bare mineral. So the next is the transparent. Is this the finishing powder? I forget. Translucent light. Just the setting powder. So yeah. Avon is still out there, but when Witherspoon represented Avon like way back in the days, I was like, oh, what is she representing? And then I tried some products from Avon, and then they used to have this transparent foundation that would work so well for me. Like they were probably $10, $12 thing, like when I was 19, 20. That's all I would wear, like as long as I could till I forgot about it. But yeah. Apologies for the theme. I actually got this set for my niece, then I ended up not sending it to her, so I'm using it. So yeah, for my forehead, I would just leave it with the setting powder and sorry, the camera does not have the right angle of light on my face, so it's like all weird shading. But let's focus right now on the products I'm using. So I'm happy that I got the under eye cover. See, I can already feel it. Like I'll be, if I was outside now, I would be tearing up by now, and I would be like rubbing off my tears. Or actually these days I'm keeping this pocket square or like a handkerchief. Like all this hard work would just be undone. So that was the setting part. And yeah, my again, I'm gonna just use this thing. It was part of the set I got from my niece that I ended up never sending. Wet n Wild is supposed to be a clean grocery store brand. Well, this one has a pink shade. I don't really care for this shade. I don't know if I should continue with this. I don't. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I do not want to continue with this shade. It has this like pink. I prefer champagne silver. I have this thing by Mario. This is supposed to be the Silver Shine, but this is not a clean brand. Let me go with this for now and see and think of the replacement for this. So when I don't have the energy to go through this entire process, I would probably just use blush and yeah, the highlighter and lipstick. And yeah, all my eyeliners are gone with that loss of luggage. And eyeliner, then I would just be, you know, just step out, pick up something, or take care of something. Yeah, highlighters are since since it's a cold day, something, you know, when things are down, when there's rain or stuff, I need a bright color. What color do I see now? I could live with this now. Oh, this is Sephora and this is not clean. I did have a clean layer underneath. Oops. Now I'm being bad influence. Yeah, since it was like from inside it's nice and sunny, but I mean it's bright enough now. Or else I would have been done with this. So I needed a mood lifter, so something dark. Why I went with Sephora's what shade is this? Oh no, you know, the magenta thing. So probably ending, so yeah, the feel of, yeah, the reason why I put away the NYX for Prime Set Refresh, it was like a $10-12 thing that I picked up from Walgreens, is that the feel is like so, I don't know, the feel is so much poorer than, like say a brand like Milk. Like feels heavier. As opposed to like I always feel this negativity on my skin, as opposed to something like this. Feels lighter. So I should be done. Not humongously gorgeous, but I will do.